Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to the Wild That's Crazy podcast. It sounds so good saying that, and I know you guys like, where the hell has he been? I've been grinding, man. I've been going through life, man. Just working two jobs, working hard, made a career change. Been spending time with my youngest son, spending time with my oldest son whenever I can fit in a schedule. Um, I've been exercising, doing that, getting big, getting small, living life, being happy. And, basically the break came along just like it was a point in my life around like the little COVID time, a little after. I started losing a lot of family members, a lot of close people to me. And as you guys know, if you watch the podcast, if you didn't, I'm that workaholic, always doing 50 things a day type of person. I'm always busy, always trying to build for the future, always trying to do stuff and just build my legacy and be there for my sons. So I take on a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things, the co-parenting thing, working hard, stacking, doing the things that I'm trying to do with the podcast. And I just had to take a break, man. Like I got wore out from, all the deaths and all the home going. It was like I was going to a home going every 2 weeks. So like people close, like it's people always tell you like it's different losing somebody close to you. And these people were kind of close to me. So it hit harder and it just was different because these are the people that I used to go to for conversations. These are the people that kind of gave me confidence and motivation. These people are the people that inspired me to do things and strive to be the best version of me. Like these people really matter. And, not only were they important to me, they was some of my friends' parents, some of my friends' cousins. They was people that really mattered to me. So just with changing career fields, losing people, having a 2-year-old son now, and having, a college kid, a senior. It just was a lot going on. So that's why I took that break. I'm glad to be back with you guys. Taylor is off today. She'll be back soon. And this season, I'm in a new place, Groundbreaking Studios. So you guys going to hear a lot about me showcasing these people, giving them their props. I got a whole new team around me, whole new partners, and I look forward to, working with them and bring you guys a hell of a season. This season 3 is going to be good. I promise you that. So welcome back. Season 3, episode 1, Wild That's Crazy podcast. Me, James, Ace. Welcome back to the people that's accustomed to being here, and welcome to everybody that's new. So with that being said, I want to welcome this guy, and I'm so amazed. I'm so grateful to have this guy on because we've always had great conversations, and it started through social media. But it's always dope to kind of have cousins that you never had a relationship with, but you connect to, and you have genuine conversations. And even though this is our first time meeting, which you guys had with the conversation we about to have, you're not gonna be able to tell. But I've always admired this guy, always respected this guy. And he's one of the guys that I'm proud to say I'm glad that's my cousin. He got swag. He a nice looking, dark skinned guy. He funny. He cool. And I'm happy to have him here. And it's just a reminder that when you have family or friends, people that, you haven't spoke to or kick it with, just try to build that relationship. You don't got to force nothing. You could just have simple messages, simple DMs, simple conversations. And you just find out like, dang, this person kind of dope. Like, we need to kick it. So this is day 1 of us kicking it. It's not the last. He's definitely going to be on the podcast again. I'm not just saying that. You're going to see videos and TikToks and Instagram lives of us hanging out, kicking it because I'm single. He's single. So we going to have a great time. You guys going to see a lot of videos of this guy. With that being said, I want to welcome my guest, first guest, season 3, episode 1, Zack. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, how everybody doing? Nice to be here. Can't wait for this conversation, see how it goes. Hey, wow, that's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so before we get started, we ain't going to save it for last. Plug everybody, let everybody know how they can find you. Tell everybody how they can find you and keep up with you.
All right, so you can find me on Red Base Media on IG, Facebook, Red Base Media Detroit, or on my website, redbasemedia.com. I am a fashion photographer in the city of Detroit. Shoot most of the fashion shows. I've even been to New York Fashion Week 2 or 3 times. Hey, that's it.
Okay. Now let's get started. You ready?
Hey, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about some current events. And when I love talking to this guy about these things, we're gonna start off with the list. So I know a lot of people been talking about this, and I'm glad I'm getting to address this now because you heard everybody's take on this stuff. You heard everybody talk about this. This is me and my cousin talking about the list. So I'm gonna let him tell me about the list, what he think. I'm gonna ask him some questions, and we just gonna bounce ideas, and we gonna say what we think of it. So, cuz, what did you think about the list? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Did you not like certain things? What did you like about the list?
Okay, so as far as what I like, first of all, that list is some BS right there. It had to
I
be from
agree.
somebody bougie. Somebody bougie had to come up with that list. So the way I look at it is, anybody that's down to earth and humble, they don't look at some of those things and be like, okay, well, maybe later. But as far as beginning off in a relationship, nah. I agree that some of those places aren't something you would do on the first couple of dates. So like dinner, out the question, because you don't know what they like. Take them somewhere that's a niche place, like a steakhouse, and they don't like steak, and you don't even know that.
Yeah.
How can you even fathom a way to come up with a great experience? So yeah, I agree with that. Movies, you can't even hear them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
concert, same thing. Bar, that's a little iffy.
Okay.
So, I mean, what do you think about it?
Okay, now with me, like, I'm gonna come from two different ways. On one angle, I look at it like this. For one, before I even go out with you, I'm getting to know you through conversation. I'm a
Right.
great listener. So when I'm talking to you, I'm trying to figure out when we having conversations, I'm listening where you say you went to dinner at. I'm listening where you say you and your friends hang out at. I'm listening to some of the places that you want to go and things you want to do. So that's for the one take. I just believe in listening and then grasping and going from there. Listening to where somebody said they always wanted to go, the type of foods they like, things like that. So that's one take I look at it. Two, I look at it like, if you dating this woman and understand the caliber of woman you dating, because
true.
you can't take somebody that would never go to the Cheesecake Factory and she tell you she don't even respect the Cheesecake Factory. She didn't even like what Drake mentioned in his song.
Right.
So you can't expect to take her there and for her to be happy. So
You can't.
you gotta respect where people take themselves, and you gotta respect where people want to go.
That's true.
But ultimately, I look at it like another thing too. You gotta look at it like, if I'm a dope person, you a dope person, we gonna have fun wherever we go. I
That
don't
too.
care if we go get some Dairy Queen. I don't care if we go to Cold Snow. I don't care if we go to Starbucks. I don't care where we go. We could go get any of those things. We go to the museum. We could go do anything, and we gonna have fun. Because one, I'm gonna make sure we communicate it. Two, I'm gonna show you I know how to lead. I know how to do certain things. Three, I'm gonna show you that you can feel comfortable with me. So when I do all them things, whether it's opening doors, pulling up and not blowing the horn, walking up to the door, just talking to you and really just showing you that you can feel comfortable with me. Because I think that's sometimes we get away from that as men. We just pull up and act like we've been out with her before. Or she the old girl.
Hey, I'm old fashioned. I would open the door. I would bring
Yeah.
flowers. Well,
Corny as it may sound, I'm bringing flowers.
right.
I'm coming to the door. I'm opening the door for you. I'm asking you how you doing. As soon as you get in the car, how was your day?
Exactly.
That's me. Like, I want to do those things. So I look at it like, just know the caliber of woman you messing with. Have those conversations prior and just get to know people. Now, I disagree, and you could tell me some of the disagree. I disagree with the hookah. Because what better place than talk? Hookah is like we can just kick back, chill, smoke, and have conversation.
You can, but in the same token, not everybody like hookah. Or the
That's true.
environment.
Now, if she don't like hookah, okay, yeah, I get that. But like a cigar spot, a hookah spot, somewhere we can chill, talk,
Yeah.
and get to know each other. Any of them spots that you can kick back and get to know each other, I'm with. Like, I'm not against that. But I understand, if you got this caliber of woman that she wouldn't be caught dead in some of these places, you got to respect that too.
But now, I got a good question for you
Okay.
about that. So, you know how we are. So, do you think the women that create that list, do you think they were raised on love or survival for them to feel that way?
Man, I think it was survival. I
'Cause if
think
it
it's
was
like,
love-
if he take you to there, he don't love you. He don't
Exactly.
marry no man that take you to go get Dairy
Exactly.
Queen. Don't mess with no guy that take you here. Like, that's all that is, because ultimately you should be taught. I want the woman that her mother taught her, it don't matter where you going. How does he make you feel? Does he respect you? Is he a gentleman? Did he try to get some on the first night? Like, did he do these things?
Right.
Like, how was his breath? Like, did he pay attention to detail? How was his shoes? Like, I'm with that type of stuff. I want a woman like that. I don't want nobody that feel like I gotta be on my guard. I gotta do this, because I'm gonna make you feel comfortable. And if we having fun, and when I bring you back, you had a good time, we could do this again.
See, now that's why I asked that question, because most women that are raised on love, you know, they don't care. They just there for the experience with you.
Yeah.
They don't care about the actual overall experience of where you're at. They care about the experience with you.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that.
And that's the type of woman, because I have seen women on social media say that. Like, I don't care, like, where we going if we having fun. And you got the ones that's, I'm like that, I think like that. And you got the ones like, nah, I wouldn't be. But why do you think that?
Exactly.
Like, that's my thing. Ask yourself, why wouldn't you go to this place? And if you got a legitimate answer, then I'm cool with that. Like, if you say, nah, I ain't going to no hookah spot. I don't like hookah. It could give me cancer. It's like, okay, now I'm pissed because you said something about cancer. And I love hookah.
Right.
But then I respect that. So now I know, don't ever ask you to come to the hookah spot. I can do that with the fellas or my other homegirls.
Right.
So I can take you somewhere else. That's why me personally, it's a gift, fellas. I'm going to share this with y'all. Whenever I'm talking to a lady, I always ask them what's something you always wanted to do. And I keep that in a tuck in the Rolodex, and I'm going to make sure I do that. Do one of those. I'm going to do that thing. It ain't no set time when I'm going to do it, but sometimes I try to do it on the first date.
All right.
Or I try to mix it in the first 3 dates. So it's like, if you do that, it's like, dang, he paying attention, he listening, he get it. I ain't been to the circus since I was a kid. I ain't been to the zoo in this time. I ain't been to the museum. Or I never been in a helicopter. Like, you do those things, like, those are points that's adding up.
Right.
That's dope things. And it's like, ladies, we gotta be, appreciative when guys do come up with great ideas and stuff. So that's my thoughts of the list. So
the thing about it, what did you feel about seeing Applebee's on the list? Because that's some place that we as dudes, sometimes that's what we do. We take y'all to
Applebee's
Applebee's.
a spot, man. Like, my thing is,
Thank
on,
you.
man. You
Thank
got
you.
drinks, man. Come on, man. You got you got the little dollar margaritas. You got the
Man.
little $5 drinks. You got like. I would eat the 2 for $20 even if it wasn't 2 for $20.
Right.
Like, that's all I really eat at Applebee's. So, some of the appetizers, and I like some of the options, but it's just like, I like having a spot where you could go to and just have fun. It ain't about the
Exactly.
money. Because I would go there if it wasn't for the money.
Yeah.
Because it's like, ain't nothing like having, because let's say this. If it was like Cristal or Ace or whatever, and they sold it 2 for $20, who wouldn't go there? Now, you still
that's
got
true.
people that might be like, no, it's cheap. See, now you just basing shit on price. I
Yeah.
don't base stuff on price.
You
I'm a
can't.
quality, like, even when I drink liquor, I'm not basing it on if it's expensive or not. I like tequila now. I was never the tequila guy or the whiskey guy. Like, I'm either whiskey and bourbon or I'm tequila.
Okay.
So it's like, I used to be the vodka guy.
That's how I used to be. So
I
know what
was
I'm saying.
vodka all day.
All day.
But then it went to cognac. Then it was vodka, cognac. Then it went to tequila. Now it's like bourbon, whiskey, and then it's tequila, the high-end tequila.
See, that's how you tell we're related.
and then that's what it is. It don't matter how much money I got. I don't base stuff on money. I've never been a guy to walk in the club and be like, give me that expensive bottle.
Nah.
I'm that guy. Me and my guys, the type that don't give us no sparklers. We bought the bottles. Don't send that sparkler shit over here. We don't want that shit. Like, we real. We ain't trying to cause a scene. This is just what we do.
We don't need the attention.
We don't need the attention. We ain't trying to draw that type of crowd anyway.
Yeah.
We on some vibe, have fun.
Trying to chill, kick it. That's it.
Look, we trying to make memories and have fun, man. Like, we ain't trying to be awesome impressing the battle against the next dude.
Right.
I'm not paying attention to them over there.
Exactly.
I don't even, that's not even in my sight. When I'm out partying with my friends, it's all about who in this area. It's never about, oh, what they doing over there, or what that. Now, they got a nice little thing over there, and I notice it, then that's different. But it's like, we over here.
Right.
We doing us. So, okay, that's everything we feel on the list. So, the next thing. Have you seen a conversation with the millionaire or billionaire guy versus the quote-unquote broke guy?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
You ain't seen that one? Mm-hmm. Man, that video crazy. It's basically a rich guy who, said he had his moments when he was down and everything. And he basically was telling the quote-unquote broke guy, like, you got your woman. He had his woman working like 40, 50, 60 hours. Like I was with him for a minute till I found out everything he was making his woman do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, okay, bro, come on now. You got her working 60, 70, 80 hours.
Sheesh.
You got her cooking dinner. You got her doing all the house stuff. And you got her doing all this stuff. And you think she gonna feel the same way about you when that other person walk around? Bro, that's unrealistic.
There's no way in the world any woman to feel like coming home to a dude like that.
No. And it's one thing, like I was telling the dudes, because I did my homegirl Maria podcast, Journey Over Journey. Go check that out, y'all. It's on my page. And it was just like I was telling them on there, it's like, dude, my thing is, it's one thing if we going through a hurdle. Mm-hmm. I never not want a woman, if we going through stuff, we got to take 2-3 months out just to stack or do something different. I never want no woman not to have my back. But for my woman to consistently do these things or work hard as I'm working or harder than me, I'm not with that, bro. Like, I'm a 70-30, 80-20, 60-40 dude. I ain't even going to say 60-40 because I believe in, if I'm making sure majority of the bill's good and I'm helping you with the things you need, you can use your money for the things you need, personal stuff, hair, nails. And when I help out, I help out. But now you got money to free you up for that because you're not paying the rent, or you're not paying a mortgage, or you're not paying this. We do need a rainy day fund. You got something put up. I don't want no woman that ain't saving on money when I done paid all the bills the last year.
Facts.
You don't got no money put up?
Like, what was you doing with it?
No, dog.
So speaking of which, that you just brought it up. So speaking of which, because you know how that skewed sense of what 50-50 is. Because you know how women look at 50-50 as, okay, what it do, pay all the bills, and I pay some of the, well, no, let me take that back. So they look at like, dude pay half the bills, they pay half the bills.
Yeah.
I look at it as if I say I'm going 50-50, I look at it like I'm paying all the financial responsibilities.
Okay.
You take care of home. When I say take care of home, I mean toiletries, groceries.
Okay.
After that. We come together on anything else we got to do. Like, we want to have fun. Hey, we got the budget for that.
Yeah, I get that. And that's the thing I'm saying, because I feel like as the man, you should want to pick up more of the burden. Like, if you got to work 2-3 jobs, go ahead and do that. Because if you trust her and know what type of woman you dealing with, you know she got home taken care of.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not working 80 hours, 90 hours to come home and you like, oh, babe, I ain't feel like cooking. What the fuck you mean you ain't feel like cooking?
Like, it better be something.
Man,
can I get a sandwich?
Growling. Man, you could have did something. Like, you could have whipped up some noodles and made them gourmet noodles. You could have did something. You could have put some love in something. I don't care. Like, that's one of them things where you can't tell me you tired on something like that. Now, you can have your days. You might be sick. You might work overtime at the job. I get that. Then order me a pizza or something, or get some chicken.
Right.
But for you to sit here, and say, oh, no, I'm tired, I'm beat. Man, I just worked 2-3 jobs all week. And then you still want me to go with you to Home Depot on Sunday or go to Bath and Body Works, and I don't want to do that shit.
Right.
It's football day. The weekend is football.
Exactly.
So if I can get out my bed and make sure I get up early to go do those things that you want me to do, I need my stuff done. You want sex? Like you ain't gonna never be like, oh, you know, we ain't gonna do nothing because you tired. I'm not saying that. I don't need you to say that. we having sex in this house.
Oh man.
And look, like I always tell people, it depends on you and your partner. But to me, 1 in 3 is where I want to be.
Yeah.
A week. That's where I want to be.
Got to be at
now,
least.
It might be days where we go extra, or it might be times where it's different, and it might be the week we might miss one. But for the most part, any woman I'm dealing with, we between 1 and 3. We ain't going. Look,
hey, three at the least for me.
Yeah, at the least. And I'm not saying we can't go past 3, but let's stay in there weekly. Like it's gonna be weeks we do more. It's gonna be weeks we might do 1, or we might not do nothing that week. But it better not be no 2-3 weeks that we ain't did nothing. Cause look, you know how that go. If I ain't getting it at home, I'm getting it from somewhere.
Facts.
I'm not about to and I'm not committing to nobody. I'm putting all my blood and sweat and tears and energy in, and I'm not getting nothing in return. No, we gotta sacrifice. We gotta help. We gotta support. We gotta be there for each other. We're a team. Like this is a partnership. You gotta do your job. I gotta do mine, because I'm never gonna sit here and be like, oh, that ain't get paid, or this ain't done. Right. So, I don't know. Like, I can't say that.
Right, because when you say that, she gonna lose some respect for you.
Yes.
And every time you say that, she gonna lose respect for you.
And that's what my man was telling the quote-unquote broke guy. He was telling him, like, look, dude, you paying all this and you tell me this woman respects you? Ain't no way in here this woman respects you after doing all that, working that hard, doing all the things she doing, and that's what it is. No, she's not. And if you think she is, that's what you think. That's not what it really is, because if that guy walk in that room, she gonna look at that guy. Or like, picture just her and her friends having that conversation.
Oh, they talking about you.
That's what you gotta do with your woman. You gotta, sometimes women and men, sometimes you gotta sit back and just think about the conversations, because you be around your person and their friends.
Yeah.
You can just play that shit back in their head, and it's just like that bad woman. Like, if you know I'm an ass gal, you know I'm a tit guy, and that girl walk in the room, you know I look.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful, because I don't believe in that. Like, I'm an equal opportunist. I don't care if my woman look at a person. Just don't stare, because I'm not gonna stare. That's respect. We both can look. We both can glance. We both can be like, God damn, we might can bring it to each other's attention. But don't be extra and disrespectful. Don't be, oh my God. Like, I had an ex, like, we'll be talking about stuff, and she know who she is. I ain't trying to dog her, but we had this conversation. We was talking about Brett Fayez, and she was like, shit, I can't. When Brett comes, I'm going to see Brett. I'm making sure I see. And it was just like, okay, goddamn, baby. Like, you can say you see it. And she didn't mean it like that, but that's how she was saying it. And I'm like, damn, like, because I'm a big believer in how we talk is how we talk. And we show each other how we communicate. So when we out with the friends, it's just normal. We don't have to rehearse or practice. But if we say this at home, you might feel comfortable say that around my guys. And be like, oh yeah, Brett Fire. And I'm like, look, like, hello. Like, relax, motherfucker. Like, calm down. Yeah, like, he don't got his house together. But it's just like, no, it's like my friends know, like, whoever I'm with, we got to feel comfortable with each other. You can look, I can look, but let's be respectful. But it was just, I say that to say, it's just how she said it. She didn't mean no harm by it, but it was just the way she was saying it.
Excitement.
Like, oh, you a little bit, like, don't get me wrong, I want to see J-Lo or Beyonce, and I want to be like, oh, yeah, but I ain't going to be, I do anything. Like,
in that moment, she made you feel like Flavor Flav.
Yeah. Like, hold on, though. But it was just funny, though. It was just a conversation, because I feel like, especially when you're in a new relationship, you always kind of want to just lessons. It's like having a new kid. You always want to just get those little lessons so we can be on the same page.
Exactly.
Because I seen couples, and older, young, middle age, I seen people get out and be out somewhere, and you just thinking you shooting shit, talking and having a good conversation, and a woman go too far, a man go too far, and it's like, oh, they didn't have that conversation at home. I've been in that situation where with my baby mom, it was one of them, I'm mad at everybody, let's go home, we going home. I don't want to go home.
I hate them days.
You can't say you ain't going home, and I say I'm going home, but you live and learn, like, okay, I might have been mad and I might have could have used that a certain way. I could have translated that a certain way. I feel uncomfortable. I want to go. But the reverse of that is this woman ain't been out in ages. This woman been in the house. This woman been in school. This woman been taking care of your kid. That's selfish for you to get mad at some little fucking joke and then ruin her night when she got a cute and look nice to come kick it with everybody, and you being a selfish dick like, oh, I want to go home. We going home. You better go home. That's a dick stuff.
Hey, that's one of those nights where you know you're gonna be sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, you by yourself. She ain't going home with you.
Right. And if she do, you gonna be on the couch. She gonna be in the room calling or texting whoever because you just messed her night and she trying to have a way to feel good.
Yeah. And it's just all like you live and you learn and you grow, and it's just like you just learn like, dang, she really just wanted to have fun with you, not without you. She wanted to have fun with you, but you ruined it being a dick. So it's just like you learn those things, man.
You know what? I learned that the hard way because I had an ex. I'm not going to say her name, but she sung karaoke. So every night of the week, she was out someplace singing. And me, I'm like, oh, no, I'm working. I got to be responsible. I can't do that every day of the week. But she just wanted me to come out with her and see her having fun and being in her element. And that kind of spread us apart because I wasn't having it at that time. Now I understand that that's what she needs to do to make herself happy. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy before you can be happy with somebody else.
The biggest word you going to talk about is one of them words, compromising. You got to compromise. When you're in a relationship, it's going to be times you don't want to do something. It's going to be times you dead tired. It's going to be times where you just like, she know I don't like to do this, but you got to do it.
Or
you got to do it.
Try.
Yeah.
If she see the effort, she at least going to acknowledge that.
Yeah. Yeah, because and that's the part of being versatile too. When you the type of guy that like doing, guy or woman that like doing different things, that helps when you like that. Cause like I like women that can watch some sports, even though they ain't like it, they can watch it and have fun. They find their own little pocket to enjoy it, whether it's the wings, whether it's some drink, whether it's some smoke, whether it's hookah. They know how to still have fun. Like that's the point in life I'm at, where it's just like I want somebody. If I'm somewhere with the family and the friends, I want her to feel comfortable and relax and just kick it. I don't want to have to worry about you being at ease and you feeling uncomfortable. I don't want nobody like that.
No, you
I want somebody that's like, we together, we having fun, mix and mingle. Find one person out of this clique you can talk to. Like, find somebody. You don't even got to talk to everybody. Exactly. Like, be respectful. Hey, what's up? But I vibe with this person. Like, you get to the age and that's where it's at. Yeah, so that's how I look at that. Like, it's just all about compromising and everything. So, tell me about your career, man. Tell me about. Give me some good stories. Give me some bad stories. Let everybody know what you do.
Okay, so
on both fields.
So, career-wise, I do IT. So, I see it here all day. Outside of that, I bartend, so I hear even more. And then I do photography, so I'm shooting with models, designers, working with the organizers, and I'm seeing and hearing some of everything. So I got stories for everything. Like IT, man, it'll be days where people will call us and say, hey, can you help me with my Comcast? I'm like, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with the school. I'm talking about your Comcast. Like, ain't nothing we can do about that. You at home. You ain't on campus. Then as far as bartending goes, man, I see and hear so many stories. And most of the stories revolve around some older dude who's like, hey, I'm married, but we can do this on the side.
That happens a lot.
And it's like, okay, well, if you and her have this situation where it's cool, or if she's cool with it, and the same token, she's going to want you in that moment. So the moment you say, hey, I got to go home, you just kill her night.
Oh, you definitely killed her night.
You just ruined her night.
Yeah.
So as far as photography goes, I mean, I love everybody, but it can be structured better.
Okay.
That's it. That's how I'm going to say it. It can be structured a lot better. Okay. But, hey, indie fashion, dream, hey, you got to come out with another dream. Walk, styles, for the love of fashion, Naima, that's one of my top clients. That's my homegirl right there. Okay. Her and KP. Gina T, that's my lady too. Okay. They doing it. So, also, you know what? Let me stop there. So, one of the biggest things I noticed about fashion.
Okay.
People care so much about names, but you got your friend, your cousin, your associate who's doing the same thing even better, and their clothing will look great on you, but you're not supporting them. You rather support Gucci or Balenciaga.
Yeah.
They don't even look good on you like that.
Not at all.
But you can go to one of your friends, they got you covered, and it's not going to cost you $2,000 for a towel skirt.
It's just crazy because I would think like we would be at a point where it's like, damn, my dude doing fashion, my dude got shoes, my dude doing this. I'm gonna support my guy.
Exactly.
I'm gonna wear this shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna support. Like, but we don't look at it like that. It's like we don't even look at it like we don't even see it like that.
At least share the post. At least share the post.
I say that all the time. It takes 2 seconds for you to share a post. Like I was saying before, I was talking to somebody today. I was talking to my sister, Trish. What up? I was talking to her and I was like, you can sit here and share everybody's stuff. Before I start doing podcasts, I'm on social media. If I see something dope, I'm going to share it. I don't care who it is. I cannot know them. I can know them. And I share their stuff, whether it's a cleaning service, whether it's a car service, whether it's selling cars, selling dinners, whatever it is. I just believe in supporting us and sharing somebody doing something positive and doing a good job at it. I'm seeing the responses. So when I'm sharing that stuff and I look at people and I say, okay, man, and I was talking to my homegirl Amelia about this too, and her son Davion, and I'm like, man, you know how many times I bought people dinners? You know how many times I actually like supported people, went to their parties, had drinks with people, did this, did that. And it's like, bro, I asked you to buy a $20 t-shirt. And you like, man, I don't know, this, that. And it's like, it's a $20 t-shirt. Man, you only buying it once. I'm not asking you to buy it every 5 seconds. I'm asking you to buy a t-shirt.
One time.
So it's just like, you start doing things, even with the podcast. I'll tell people like, okay, even if you don't watch podcasts, share it.
Exactly.
Tell somebody about it. Buy a t-shirt. Shit, just like try to show up and support. Give me advice. Give me criticism.
Something.
Just anything. Like support something.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's just how people are, man. Like people just don't get it. It's like they'll support. Like I remember seeing a post where somebody was like, "You would tell a celebrity happy birthday before you tell somebody you know."
That's the craziest thing
nuts,
ever,
bro. This person ain't even saying thank you back.
They don't even know you. They don't even know you exist.
They don't even care about
birthday.
You. That's nuts.
Well, like the girl I'm dating now, right? She has her own vegan makeup brand.
Okay.
Every time there's a show or a vendor event that I know about, I'm telling her like, look, you can do it here. Bring your brand. Bring everything. Do it. That's what she does. So I have no problem with putting her on and sharing what she does.
Yeah.
Even though I don't buy. I mean, I'm not going to buy makeup. But I still make sure that people know about it.
Know. I at least told somebody. It don't take nothing to spread the word.
Exactly. Shout out to Luna Beauty.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, man. So then it's another thing I started doing recently. So I manage the collection. It's a group of rappers and singers. They both do both. So they all rap and sing.
Oh, that's dope as hell.
It's dope as hell.
That's dope.
So shout outs to them.
Shout out to y'all.
You're gonna be seeing this. Shout outs to y'all.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all can come on here and share some music, man.
So what you been up to, cuzzo?
Man, like I said, man, grinding, man, working, trying to get this back going, get the podcast back going, and just enjoying life, man. Just focus on the plan, like just trying to get to a point where the next couple years I'm traveling, man. I'm building my brand. I'm taking care of my mind, body, energy, spirit, and everything, and I'm making sure I'm in the best place mentally, physically, emotionally, and just doing everything I can to just be a better version of me, man. Like that's all I'm about, and just having fun. Like it's gonna get to a point where summer, spring come where I want to do certain things, travel, take some trips, cause it's been a minute like since I really been just let my hair down and have some fun with a bald hair that I got. But
hey, that's why I started laughing.
Yeah, yeah, but it's just I'm just building right now. I'm on my grind season. Even with today, man, I had the little man. Shout out to him. I hear him crying right now, but. It brings some kid today, work day. But just basically just being a father, man, being a friend, and just building on what I'm building on, man. I'm putting everything in this podcast, man. Like, I'm going all in. Like, we a lot of times say, oh, we gonna do what we gotta do. No, I'm putting every ounce of energy in this. Like, I don't care how many people I gotta talk to share, how many people I gotta like try to get on the show. Like, I want different conversations. I want, different interviews. I just want some of everything, man. So with this media space, I'm gonna holler at you with some photos and some shows. I want to come to some modeling events. I want to be outside.
I got you.
We gonna be outside. Like, this ain't gonna be the last time we connect. I would definitely want you back on the show, and I definitely want us to hang out. But yeah, I'm just preparing for a nice spring, nice summer, nice future.
Good.
Yeah. What about you?
Right now, I'm practicing peace, love, and prosperity.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah,
gotta grow.
Yeah, man. But it's just getting to a point where just building, man. Like, I'm on the legacy tip. I'm on the energy. Like, when I see people now and talk to people now, it's not like how you look, who you know, who you with. It's about your energy. How do you make me feel when I'm around you?
Right.
What are you talking about? Can you teach me something? Can you put me up on some game? Can you pull me to the side and say, hey, man, you could do this or do that? Can you introduce me to some people? Like, that's what I'm off of, because I'm doing the same thing. Like, it's a lot of times I put people together and it's just like, it's not talked about because it don't have to be talked about. But it's like, at the same time, even if you don't do that for me, do it for somebody else.
That's true. Like,
just point somebody else in a good direction. But it's so many of us that's just all about us. And it's just like, that be the problem. Like, we can't never change stuff because it only take one person at a time to do something dope. And it's like, to share something dope. And it just be like, look at this person. And then, you just around this person and that person. But a lot of us ain't on that time. And that's kind of selfish.
And you know what's crazy? That whole situation is kind of like when you go to like a club or a bar, that one hustle song come on. Mm-hmm. Everybody's sitting down there on the wall. It takes that one person to stand up and start hustling everybody on the floor.
And you see it every time. Because that one person look like, do I want to go up there? And then it's like, yeah, I'm going up there.
Exactly.
It go from 1 to 3 to 6 to 12 to now the whole damn dance floor full.
Exactly. So that's how it should be.
Be the leader. Sometimes you got to be the one to step out there. This is my stuff. Like, that's it. And that's another thing, like with clubs. I ain't the club person no more. I'm more a bar, chill, laid back setting. But it's like, man, what happened? Now it's all about booths and shit. It ain't about dancing. Like, ain't no more parties where you just go to and you say, man, we gonna dance all day. We gonna have fun. We gonna have shots. We gonna do this. It's all about, no, we got this booth. We all gonna stand and look crazy. We gonna take pictures of Instagram.
Status.
That's nuts.
People is crazy about status.
That's nuts, bro. I'm not paying my money to go in there and just do this all day. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you, most of the time I go to a club or something, I get a booth, but, I'm with a group of people.
That's the thing. So, there ain't nothing wrong with getting a booth, because if you with a nice little group of people, you want the ladies to sit down.
Right.
They got the shoes on. You want to have some drinks. You want the vibe, the energy, the hookah.
Right.
So it's like you want to have that, but it's just like, just to be in there and not go dance or not have no fun or not just mix and mingle, because ain't nothing like going to the club and conversating with that lady at the bar, that girl at the bar, or introducing yourself to somebody, or dancing with somebody you don't know. Like, that don't even happen no more. I remember you could just walk behind and say, oh, and she looked back like, no, not you. But, but if
in our day, that's what it was.
But if it was you, she was like, okay, yeah. Then you like, hey, what's up? What's your number? You can't even do that no more.
But you know what? The Me Too movement, that's what caused that. Some dudes are scared to approach women now because of that. They're afraid to be put in that pie or in that category of all those predator and zesty type of dudes that do that.
You got to walk on the side of them now. Hey, is it all right if we dance?
Exactly. You got to ask permission first. So that takes a little bit of the surprise out of it.
Yeah. And something that used to be funny, me and my friends used to talk about this back in the day. I'm showing my age, but it is back in the day. We used to have a debate about grabbing a woman's hand. And I used to say, like, that was my bag. Like, hey, not no snatch. I ain't about to rip her arm off, but I gently grab her hand. Hey, what's up? You know, she looked. And if she wasn't interested, she wasn't interested. Have a good night. But I remember people used to be like, nah, man, you can't be grabbing nobody.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, huh?
That's crazy.
Like, so me yelling, hey, you, hey. Like, no, I just thought that was a nice, polite way. But, you know, it went through a phase where it was cool. It wasn't cool. Now you can't do it. But that was a nice little, smooth little thing. You know, we used to have that debate all the time about that. It used to be funny, man.
See, what I do is I normally tap them on like their forearm or their elbow. So it's not like I'm trying to grasp their hand or I'm not trying to snatch them. Yeah. So it's like it's gonna feel like a bump. Like I tapped you or something. Yeah. So that's how I always did it. Because the whole hey you, I always looked at that like it was toxic. Yeah, that's toxic. Sick. Like if I'm saying hey you, chances are when I pull up for a date, I'm honking my horn if that's the type of dude I am.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey nah. You just sound disgusting. It just sound bad. It don't even feel, the energy just don't feel right. It's just different. Like just to me, it always mattered how you looked at who you were when you did stuff. Yeah. Because it was always an exception to the rule.
That's true.
Like I knew even with me, like physically, like every woman I used to date be like, oh, I like a tall, dark-skinned guy. Or I like a tall, light-skinned guy. I always used to make jokes about it to my friends. I'm the exception, man. Yeah. She ain't like this, but she like me. Yeah.
Hey, you got to be sometimes. You got to say, hey, look, oh, you like that? Well, I'm better than that, baby.
That's it. Yeah. And I used to hang my hat on that. But, you know, that's what it was. And, you know, times different, but... Man, I really enjoyed our conversation, man. We got to do this again, man.
Oh, for sure.
We definitely got to do this again, man. So once again, let everybody know real quick where they can find you.
Zack Black. You can find me on IG, Red Base Media, Facebook, Red Base Media Detroit, or my website, redbasemedia.com.
Yeah. And thank you guys for joining us this week. We'll be back next week with another nice episode. We're going to keep this consistency train going. Thank you for everybody at the studio. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me, cuz.
Oh, for sure.
Love you, always. Man. We're going to kick it,
Always
man.
A pleasure.
And you guys have a great week. Stay positive. Stay blessed. Do something nice for somebody. Whether it's a smile, whether it's a gesture. Do something different. Be great. Have a great week, guys.
Hey.